evening, everybody. Good night, or no, good evening, I think is what you say when you say hello.
Talking Dirty
with Maestro.
Not just numbers,
Not just stats.
it's about what they mean.
I'm going to send to you the information.
Talking Dirty.
Hello and welcome to Talkin Dirty with your boy. Me. Back out on the road, baby. On our 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Day, I guess. Week. However you want to call it. Celebrating it in the birthplace of our nation. Detroit City. Detroit, Rock City, and get up. If you don't know Kiss, we can't be friends. All right, so just look up Detroit Rock City, Kiss Alive 2, best version ever. That's just what it is. Don't fight it. It's just the truth. Got a chance to check out a really cool open run. A lot of our old school favorites. Andrew Gibson, Leah Larig, River Mira, Ace London, Monte Pearson, Trey Greer. But there were some other people there that I want to give a look at and a talk about because of some things I saw. Starting with Deadrian Hilario, of course, Kalnick Jokic, which great job. Of course, Ace London. The run showed me a couple of things. I know it's an early run in the off season for a lot of people, so they're getting their feet back under them. They're trying out some things. They're trying to do some different things. And what was kind of nice was seeing that there were some fundamentals of the game being held. And one of the things that really got my attention, I'm just going to say this straight out right now, one of the things that really got my attention was the play of Deadrian Hilario for a couple of reasons. One, I see a really strong upside with him, and I hope he's going to be able to build on this. He was able to play defense on comparable athletes to his size, as well as bigger athletes. Like he guarded Andrew Gibson for a while. One of the things I noticed with his defense, it was so solid, no person that he on-ball guarded had a free run to the basket, which means he always stayed in leverage. He always was able to stay in a place where he was able to keep his man in front of him. And that was really cool. He also was effective in his placement on defense. And by that, I mean, even if he was 18 to 20 feet away from the goal when a shot went up, he went into screen intention position, which means it wasn't a full out screen on his man, but he was making sure his man could not get a run to the basket to get the rebound, to get a putback or whatever. And that's really high IQ level. Really nice job, Deadrian. One of the things that I would like to see him do, and that's because of this shot you're going to see right here, is capitalize on his hand-eye ability. There are a couple of times when I thought that he could have gotten some steals. We can talk about steal technique and things like that again. I definitely would like to do that with him. The other thing that I like to see Deadrian do is slow down when you have an opportunity to score. A couple of times you got the ball in the paint, you rushed yourself, but then you did this play right here. Leah Larig puts up a shot from 3, Leah Larig doing Leah Larig things. You take the rebound, and on the way down, nice soft touch, put it right back in, perfect form, perfect shot. That's what you should do all the time. When you take your time because of your hand-eye speed, man, you can't do any wrong. All right. So just trust that. Trust that you have that. And I like to see you capitalize on that a lot more. Another plus that I saw in there was Emil Griffin. Plus shot player. Moving well off the ball. Moving well with intention towards space. If anything that I would like to say to Emil is give yourself more space. I think you're that good of a shooter where you can take your game. And I know in open runs, I know it's hard. You get to know people. You don't really know, there's no principles. There's no strategy, nothing like that. But I'm just talking about from your own instinctual abilities. because of your range, what you're able to do. Don't just go to the edge of the 3-point line. Take it 4 steps past that. You have the range and you have the handle. You showed that in this run, and it was super, super nice. Trust that you're going to make that work every single time, and stay within yourself, and you're going to be totally fine. All right. We're going to talk about some more elements from this run, but I want to talk about in general some things that suggestions I'll make to some athletes in order what you can do in a run to make yourself more visible and develop a little bit more. So catch me to the seat.
Thank you for listening to the Maestro. Want to get involved? Bring it.
Drop in discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops.
If you have the brain, join as a coach. If you have the game,
join as a player.
see the game,
Be
be the game. Now, back to the Maestro.
Sorry. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And welcome back to Talking Dirty with your boy. I'm going to double up on this second half of the show today, being as it's July 4th. A couple of quick things about what I feel athletes can do when they're on these runs. One thing that I would suggest that you should do is be willing to give yourself more space. Don't be afraid to, as I suggested earlier, don't be afraid to give yourself more room in order to operate, but operate within the confines to support your teammates. Also in defense, don't be afraid to check someone smaller than you, bigger than you, faster than you, to give yourself a development skill set to learn how you can operate with someone like that. And lastly, it's not always about the buckets, but it's about how you get the buckets. That's what coaches see. Your ability to pass, your ability to move, clear outs in open runs. To be fair about this, yes, it shows your one-on-one ability, but it doesn't really prove anything. Those of you who have those moves, you have those moves. That's not going anywhere. And it's good to work them, yes, especially under fire. However, don't think that that's giving you mega extra points because the coaches already know that you have that. Show how you can work within the confines of the game around your teammates and support them, i.e. getting rebounds, being able to charge to the rim when your teammate takes a shot instead of just standing there and watch. Being able to move to not only set one screen, but to triple over and set another screen for the same play if in case it pops up. That's all. So those are things that I would definitely immediately suggest that you do while you take advantage of these open runs to develop the skill sets that you might not get a chance to work when you're one-on-one or just by yourself on the court. July 4th is, yes, okay, birthday of America, all of that other stuff, yeah. Most of you know most of Maestro's professional life is spent in baseball. So generally on July 4th, I would be playing somewhere. And one July 4th that's super memorable for me is I was actually playing in a traveling wood bat league, but we were in France. And that is when I learned the amazing connection between the United States and France in terms of how France helped us, not just with the American Revolution, but how we helped France in the Great War, how we fought with France and how France has fought with us. Basically, and for lack of all other language, France has been our longest running ally. And it was really awesome on this particular day because Maestro had a really good game. Almost hit for the cycle. But every time an American player got a hit, the stands went crazy. Now, this is before France is really known for baseball. So this is when, baseball was a media game for them. So to have an American team playing against one of their teams, that was okay. It was so nice to get that experience of the game that's called America's Sport, baseball, in France, in a place that's our oldest running ally. To get that enjoyable moment was just really, really cool. And for some reason, that July 4th stuck out to me more than probably any other I've had. I've been able to watch the fireworks in the mall at DC around the Capitol. I've been able to watch 4th of July celebration, performing 4th of July celebrations for presidents and other world leaders as a musician, but that 4th really stood out. What holidays stand out to you? You get a chance to perform on those days, play on those days. Holler at your boy. Talk about a good experience on a game you had on the holiday, whether it was Thanksgiving or something like that or whatever. And it was just a really good moment that helped you appreciate not just the sport you were blessed to be able to play, but also the holiday itself. Hopefully everyone has a happy and safe 4th. Hopefully you're staying out of trouble. If not, don't hang out with Coach Skinny. Just don't. And never let Jason Bourne borrow your car.
Like, I need to talk to somebody.
Thank you for listening to Maestro.
Thank you again for checking out Maestro. Drop a tag below and give us a piece of your mind. See you next time.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.